All right, Shalom. This is going to be a part 2 to the first video. It cut off. I had ran out of storage. Salakia for that. But we're going to finish off where we left. We're going to finish letting the video play, and I'm going to get a few more precepts.
He's going down, and he's convinced that he's going to take everybody down with him. This is who you're following. He brings nothing good. He brings nothing of light. He brings nothing of peace. And you are following a sect of pure hatred. There's so many.
Right, and we know what the Lord says about that, And I'm going to get that precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5 in the KJV. It said, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, cursed be the man or the woman that trusteth in man and make of flesh his arm," right? That's going into strength, right? Because a lot of our people, they have made Esau, Edom their strength. That's why they trust in this place, Babylon the Great, so much, That's why when things get bad for them, like this woman, you see them bugging out, losing their mind, panicking, not knowing what to do. That's because they have ultimately trusted in this man's system. And now that they're ultimately seeing it all, collapse and getting worse in front of their faces, now they're not knowing what to do, man, right? And it said, "in whose heart," right, meaning your mind, "departed from the Lord." And that's what you people have done, mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You have allowed the peace that you've been at and the comfort that you've been receiving under this damn devil. You've been allowing that to basically allow you to get comfortable in this place, America, to where you don't even seek the Lord, man. Here it is. You got the men of the Lord, the prophets on the highways and hedges warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians of the times in which it is that we're about to come into, and that this place, America, is only going to get worse from here on out. And you people not listening to what the men of the Lord are saying. You trusting in what this man's telling you, that, America's going to get great again. Just put your trust in us. Everything is going to get great. And a little while from now, he told y'all the same thing when those terrors began to affect this place. Because this man is the devil. He doesn't have your best interest, man. And I'm going to go to that precept that I always go to, through the spirit. But hey, this is what people get for ultimately putting their trust inside of this system, man, and trusting their enemy, right? As the Lord have told us not to do that through the prophet Sirach, right? And I'm going to go into that, right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10, right? And it says, "Never trust thine enemy." Who is our enemy? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. This is what we tell you, Israelites, man. For all of you people that trust in this man's system, you trust in his corrupt way. You think that this man has your best interest. You think he cares about you. All of those things that you believe in your mind, right? None of those things are reality, man. And people are beginning to see that, right? It said, "For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." And we know the worse iron gets, the worse it becomes, the rustier it is, right? And that's the same way with this man's wickedness. He's just going to continue to get more wickeder and more wickeder, mainly upon you Israelites. That's why we're telling you people that this place is not our rest, right? Verse 11, "Though he humble himself," right? Telling you good things in which it is that you want to hear. Oh, we're going to make America great again. The society is going to get back better. We're going to bring in more jobs and, all of this stuff he promising you people, man. Right? It said, "And go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away," right? Because this man's the devil. He'll never be right. And that's what we tell you, Israelites, man. But like I said, you people want to continue to trust in this man and believe in his lies. So, hey, when this place, America, starts to go down and everything in this country really starts to, get worse, because it's only the beginning now. We haven't seen nothing yet. And I'm going to go to a precept just to prove that, right? Because this is what's coming, man. Second Esdras, right? Chapter 14. And I'm going to start at verse 16, right? It says, "For yet greater evils," right, meaning bad times, "than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." So it's going to be way more bad times coming to this place, America. People bugging out, losing their mind and going all crazy now from the things that are happening. Just wait. You haven't seen nothing yet, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to plague this place, America, even more. With judgments and things that are happening in this society where people cannot, afford food and can't get by because things are getting harder for them. Those are only the beginning, man. The Lord is going to make it way worse in this place, man. So I'm going to get back into the video. All right. And you basically hear what it is that Eve is saying. You know, like I said, she's just a woman that basically put all of her trust inside of this place, man. And that's what we tell you Israelites to not do, man. You know, but we know 2/3 of our people are going to do whatever they want to do anyway. But, you know, the Lord's elect, you know, and the 1/3, Yahweh Ratazah, we be at that remnant. We're not trusting in this place, America, because we know that it's done. We know that this man is the devil. We know that he's ultimately not going to be nice unto us. We know that he's not going to try to help us. He's only going to try to further oppress us and further try to destroy you, man. That's the mindset of this man Esau, man. You know, and once you realize that, right, which a lot of our people don't because they have Stockholm syndrome, they trust this man and believe that he's caring for them and that this man will never do wrong unto them, right? And that's why they're going through the things that they're going through now, man. A whole bunch of suffering is going to come upon these people, man. And like I said before, this is only the beginning of those sufferings that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is bringing upon this country, right? So this is Jeremiah 17:5, but I'm going to read it this time in the NLT. It said, wisdom from the Lord. This is what the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, says. Cursed are those who put their trust in mere humans, man. And that's talking about you Israelites, man, because you trust in this man Esau. You know, you trust in his system, you trust in his laws, you trust in his work force that he built up, you know, everything in which it is he have given you Israelites to make you comfortable in this place, America, you trust in, right? And it says who rely on human strength, right? Because a lot of you put your trust inside of this devil, man, right? And turn their hearts, right, away from the Lord. And that's what you have done, man. And that's why you people are going to, you know, go through all of these miserable times that are to come, man, because you have taken your trust away from the Lord and put it inside of this man and his system, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say with today's video. Lord's willing to be edifying. Just something quick through the spirit. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom.